Hi, this is Adam, and welcome to our first episode of what we're calling Dork Day Anthology. It's basically a way for us to play some of the other games that we love, other than the two that are currently our main shows. This first one that we're releasing in September, it's going to be 4 episodes of Delta Green. I am running the guys through the scenario Convergence, which came from the original source book from the 90s. Only about half the guys have actually played Delta Green before, so there's a little bit of a learning curve that happens at some points. The 4 guys that are going to be playing PCs for this is Chris, Brian, Jeremy, and my nephew Bradley, who's just now starting to show up in some of the episodes. Chris is playing Isaac Thomas, who is a radio show host / disseminator of disinformation, basically, which is kind of an interesting kind of a Delta Green character for anyone who knows the lore. My brother Jeremy is playing Special Agent Sherbet of the FBI. Bradley is playing a forensic pathologist named Dr. Colmer. And Brian is playing a rather humorous astrophysicist that goes by the name Dr. Zwicky. So bonus points for anyone who gets the reference. For those of you that don't know, Delta Green is basically a game where you play federal agents of some sort, and they're part of a conspiracy to hide and protect the general public from unnatural events. Basically, horror, Call of Cthulhu, Lovecraftian, Eldritch, terrible things. So they're tasked with destroying whatever incursion it is and making it look like it wasn't, something horrible from beyond our reality. And as I said, I'm running them through the scenario Convergence. So for anyone who's played through it before, you'll probably noticed that occasionally I took a couple liberties in the story structure at some points, mostly due to things that they were doing, and it seemed to fit with what we're doing. But so I definitely didn't run it on the rails per se. I kind of had to improv off what they were doing. Also, I would like to say that I probably get the rules wrong at a couple points, and I know there's a couple points where I did, and I just kept going because, whatever, it's Delta Green. You're not really intended to live that long. Anyway, I'll be the handler for this, and welcome to Delta Green. This game is called Delta Green. The year is 1994. You all have recently flown into Knoxville, Tennessee. You were all given information to meet up at the FBI office in Knoxville, Tennessee. So you guys all show up, probably somewhat different times, maybe taking cabs or whatever. You let them know you're supposed to see Special Agent in Charge James Derringer. And then you're escorted to a room, which is apparently the room that you're supposed to meet him in. So we see this room. It's basically like, I don't know, maybe 8 foot by 8 foot. It's a pretty small room, right? Half the room is taken up by a cart, one of those metal carts that like metal folding chairs are on. And you guys are kind of all crammed on the other side of it. Right? There's not a lot of room in this room. It's more like it was just a closet for these fucking folding chairs. And for some reason, that's where he's having you guys meet him. By the door, there's a another metal cart, but it's one of like a TV cart. It has like an old, television on it, VCR. Door opens up. And this FBI agent walks in. And he says, welcome, gentlemen. I am glad you've all been able to make it. Hope your flights were comfortable. I'm going to show you something. Obviously, this is very classified. I'm sure none of you are, too green around the collar. You understand what that means. You guys all understand that that's basically him giving you code for like, this is a Delta Green op. He pops the VHS tape in the VCR. He tells you that the video you're about to see was taken in Alabama by a gas station surveillance camera during a robbery 4 days ago. And on this small 21-inch TV set, blurry black and white picture appears of a young man approaching the gas station counter. He looks agitated. And he's saying something with a pained look on his face. There's no audio because it's, old school security cameras. The cashier stares back at him blankly. The man lashes out and strikes the cashier on the side of the head with his fist. The cashier's skull collapses, and his head is torn right off of his shoulders by the force of this one blow. The head drops onto the counter as the headless corpse staggers for a moment, blood gouting from the neck stump. The young man takes a step back with a look of shock as the cashier's hands go up and twitch spastically before the body collapses to the floor. The young man then hits some keys on the cash register until the drawer pops open. He grabs all the bills in the register. He turns and runs off screen and returns moments later with a handful of pill bottles and then runs off screen again, not to return. And now we're going to make our first sanity roll of the game. So everybody roll sanity.
25.
Yeah, when you roll something, say like 25 under blah or over blah.
Oh, 25 under 65.
All right. Did everybody pass that?
51
yeah.
Shit.
70.
1 under 60.
Critical success, Brian.
You rolled an 01. That's pretty cool.
You will not see that again.
By the way,
That is the only one you will get.
yeah, a crit success on a sanity roll means you will get the minimum amount of sanity damage.
Oh, right.
I know that sounds stupid, but it means something. A critical failure means you will get the maximum amount of sanity damage. Success sometimes means you still take sanity damage, just not as much as a failure. So, yay, Delta Green.
Isaac got a 49, which is under 55.
Everybody succeeds. So this doesn't make any of you guys freak out. So as that tape stops, you hit stop on the VCR. And Special Agent in Charge Derringer tells you that this man held up 6 gas stations and drugstores in the last 2 weeks. It was first in Tennessee, then in Alabama, and finally in Georgia. He was caught after his last heist. An FBI agent and state trooper put 4 bullets in him before he went down. He lived and is currently being held in the next room. His name is Billy Ray Spivey. And he's nothing more than a very scared young man with some strange muscle tissue that isn't quite human.
Dr. Colmer, have you seen anything like that before?
It's hard to say. I've seen a lot of things in my life.
You 100% know that normal human would not be able to hit somebody that hard.
No. Yeah, that's not normal. No human would ever be able to do something like punching another human's skull, which is very hard to make it smash in like that.
So, no steroids or nothing like that? Meth?
No, there's no drugs.
Do we happen to have any kind of a inventory list as far as pharmaceuticals and things that he has stolen? Is there any kind of MO to what he is after?
Those painkillers. So let me explain a little bit more. So he vanished 8 days ago from his home in a small town called Groversville. He returned 6 days ago, dazed with no knowledge of what had happened. He was ill and in a great deal of pain. His parents put him to bed and had the local doctor examine him. He found only that Billy Ray was in an inexplicable pain and stress. The boy demonstrated a remarkable appetite, never hesitating to eat anything that was offered him. He had no bowel movements and didn't urinate during this time. 4 days ago, he went into some sort of fit. His father attempted to hold him down and quiet him. Spivey punched his fist right through his father's chest, killing him almost instantly. Apparently distraught, Spivey then fled the house and took off running down the road towards town. Then in his hometown, Groversville, he robbed the Sinclair gas station of $65 and several packages of aspirin. He also took the cashier's car and sped off down Highway I-35. Cashier said Spivey had no gun, but demolished the counter with his bare hands. In the next several days, Spivey raced into Alabama, then Georgia. Those who encountered him said he was manic, with no real sense of what he was doing. At the gas station he robbed, he always took money, food, and an assortment of painkillers. After the cashier and the videotape died in Alabama, the FBI took an interest in the case. And that was when I got involved and realized that there was something, different about this case. Kind of looks at the door. Looks back at you guys. And then a roadblock in Georgia, one of our FBI agents and a state trooper shot Spivey 4 times after he bent the trooper's riot gun in half. The 4 bullets were barely enough to drop him, and he was then taken in, drugged, and examined. Analysis showed that his muscle tissue in his arms and legs had been entirely replaced with a strange tissue that, while mimicking human muscle tissue, also possessed a number of non-human characteristics. Spivey possesses some sort of tremendous muscular strength, but his skeletal structure seems to not have been changed. So, while he's strong enough to pick up a car or smash someone's head in and throw it, his bones would break before he could lift it. Also, further examination found evidence of extensive surgery, revealed by numerous scars all over his arms and legs. These scars aren't visible to the naked eye, as the incisions seem to have been closed with some non-human material that's replaced the muscle tissue.
I guess that rules out radioactive spider.
Maybe. Don't rule anything out yet.
Do we know the agent's name and the state trooper's name that were there?
That's classified.
Understood.
Well, look, guys. He hasn't shit or pissed for 4 days. He just got so angry he turned into the Hulk.
Well, possibly.
You guys want to see the kid?
I'd like to.
I do have a question. You said that his arms and legs were with this muscle. Does this muscle continue throughout his whole body or just his arms and legs?
Pretty much his whole body, all of his muscle tissue, but that specifically was where done some testing.
Well, I was just wondering if the officers in question were able to...
But his arms and legs had been entirely replaced.
Okay. Well, I was just wondering if the officers in question were able to land their bullets center mass or if they hit him in his arms and legs.
It was center mass.
Now that's odd.
I actually have a couple of serious questions, please.
Yes.
So, A, did he assault the attendant at every robbery and kill them?
No, just this one. That was how we got involved. I mean, you can check out the kid. You can ask him whatever questions you want. I'm not going to say that he's going to provide anything useful. But you're more than welcome to. But basically, I'm going to need you guys to head out to Groversville, his hometown. Your cover story is going to be that you're investigating a fictitious drug dealer that's connected to him. So that's really just your cover story, but you really need to find out what's actually going on. And as per usual, find the incursion, destroy the incursion, cover it up, make it look normal.
Can do. I would like to speak with this Billy Ray Spivey before we head out.
I'd like to examine him just for my own sake.
Well, he's currently strapped to a chair with a couple of our best guys with M16s pointed at him. In case he gets out of the braces, they will shoot him. So, be my guest. But we're not taking the bonds off of him.
No, I wouldn't expect you to.
He's awake.
Was there DNA testing done?
We've sent some tissue samples to a lab, and we're waiting for the results to get back, but we don't have time to wait for those at the moment, but we should be getting results back in a couple days.
Now, did you say these scars were all over his body, or just the arms and legs?
No. Yes, all over his arms and legs.
Interesting. Well, would anybody like to care to ask the Gore some questions with me?
By the way, real quick, Isaac, when he started talking about Groversville, you've heard of Groversville before, specifically because of your job. It's a small town. It's kind of the county seat for Grover County, obviously. And what you kind of know about it is it's a weird hotbed for UFO activity. Like it's common that people, farmers report things like, cattle that's been vivisected or, just like UFOs, weird shit. It's not uncommon for people to, say they've seen Elvis there, for example. You know what I mean?
Perfect.
Yeah. It's kind of a hotbed for those claims.
Okay. Well, Isaac tells the group, I've done a bunch of exposés on this area. There's all kinds of crazy things going on there. I got tons of listeners.
Yes, I've listened.
It's actually to the point where like the media makes fun of it. Like talk shows, like monologues make fun of it. Nightclub comedians have routines about it. Like it's like
Roswell?
Florida Man?
Yeah, but like to an nth degree. But yeah. So do you guys want to talk to him?
Very much so.
Yes, please.
Are you all going in, or what are you guys doing?
No, I'd like to go in and speak to the boy. Anybody else?
Special Agent Sherbert is for sure going in.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Want to hear all kinds of stories we can come with this.
Dr. Zawicki, would you like to join us?
Well, yeah, I don't want to get left out.
All right, so Special Agent in Charge Derringer. He walks down the hall and there's an agent standing on the outside. They're going in, talk to the suspect. And the guy's got this like weird look on his face. Like the agent that's standing outside is just like, what the fuck? Like he looks freaked out, right? And it's like, yeah, whatever. Good luck. And he opens up the door for you guys to go in. And as you walk in, it's exactly what he said. There's 3 FBI agents standing guard in the room with M16s pointed right at him and ready to shoot. And so he looks over at you, Special Agent Sherbert, and he says, yeah, don't worry. These guys, they got you covered. They're not green. So.
Right. No, that's fine. I trust these guys. I trust these guys. I trust them.
In this context, you understand that he means they're not
100%.
Yeah.
They're not Delta Green agents. Right. Got it.
And have no clearance.
Well, it's Delta Green, by the way, lore stopped being a clearance in 1970 when it got disbanded by the government because of a really fucked up operation in Cambodia. So
that sounds right.
Anyway, back to what we're doing. It might have been 74. I don't remember exactly, but it was definitely during Vietnam. So yeah, so it's 3 FBI agents. You see them standing there, M16, A2, assault rifles. And you see this kid sitting here. I mean, he looks like an 18-year-old kid. He's kind of pudgy. He's wearing sneakers, blue jeans, a Metallica black t-shirt, and just has this dazed look on his face. Roll a human. Yeah, that's the one.
Done.
Everybody?
God damn it. 83 fucking over 80. God damn it. Fail.
Okay. Yeah, everybody can roll human on this.
Ugh.
46 over 10.
29 under 40.
Isaac very much gets the idea that this kid is drugged. Like he appears to be drugged up, which also, yeah. So like he just kind of has this like look on his face. It's slightly dazed. He's bound to the chair with a seemingly unnecessarily assemblage of braces and wrappings. It's like he's got those like leather straps, and there's metal and padlocks. It's like all up his forearm and up his upper arm and like across his. It looks like he's being strapped down for an electric chair, but it's like just random, like it seems excessive.
Ratchet straps and shit.
Yeah, like whatever they could find to strap this kid down. That's what's on him.
Is his mouth exposed so he can speak?
Yeah, his mouth is exposed.
Isaac goes, "Hey, kid, I love the shirt, man. Favorite song, For Whom the Bell Tolls. What's yours?"
I like Master of Puppets.
Awesome. It's a great one. Great album. Great album.
Can I go? Why am I here? It hurts. I need to go. That hurts.
Now, Billy, can I call you Billy?
Yeah, Billy's fine. He's fine.
Where does it hurt?
Everywhere. Everywhere.
Is it arms, legs, hands,
Yes.
fingers?
Yes. Everywhere.
Your torso?
Yes.
Now, Billy, when did it start hurting?
It was eight days ago. It's all kind of a blur. I don't know. Maybe it was. I think it was a while ago. It must have been like 8 days ago. Maybe 9. I don't know.
Okay. That's understandable. Before it started hurting, what happened the day before? Can you just walk us through that day?
I was. I don't remember where I was, but I came to, and I was at home, and I don't know. I don't remember much. I was with my girlfriend, and then I was home. It hurts. Oh God, it hurts.
No, I understand. Now your girlfriend. What is her name?
Jane. That hurts.
I understand. There's a doctor here. Is it okay if he examines you real quick? Just, we're trying to help you. Is that okay?
Yeah. So at this point, anytime you ask him anything, he just says it hurts.
Handler, does he have an IV
Nope.
like going into him, or no? There's nothing.
Nope. He's got 3 M16s pointed at him.
So we can presume that they're shooting him up, or he's having residual effects from whatever drug.
He's probably having withdrawals.
Dr. Calmer, would you like to examine this boy, please?
If it's all right with Billy, I would like to. Would you let me help, Mr. Billy?
He just keeps saying it hurts.
Okay. And
I think we're beyond the Hippocratic stuff. You can probably just go ahead and do it.
I mean, as long as it doesn't hurt him, it still complies.
you still need to ask for consent, okay? It's in there for a reason. Not anybody can just be a doctor.
Well, when they're strapped down and M16s pointed at them, you get to go over some of that stuff.
You gotta still treat him like a human being, Dr. Zawicki.
I think you're making some assumptions.
He might have stopped being human a long time ago.
Remember, there are 3 FBI agents in this room that are not green.
Gentlemen, Mr. Isaac, Dr. Zawicki, let's go outside and let the doctor perform his examination, and we can discuss further outside.
That's fine. Check those bullet wounds really good.
Thank you, Agent Sherbert.
This is going to be great material for my show.
All right, so who's staying in the room?
Just me.
All right. So you start kind of doing a physical exam of him, just like palpating across, and like it does, like the muscle tissue in his arms and legs, and it does not feel like normal muscle tissue. It doesn't have that give to it. You know what I mean? Like, fat has give to it. Muscle has a little bit of give to it. This is just like your touching fucking steel. But it doesn't feel like metallic. It just fucking like.
Does it resemble like a different like say like an animal's musculature or like
Nope.
anything
Nope.
else? Like, does it resemble that kind of musculature?
Even then, it doesn't have the same like texture that muscle tissue would have. It's something different about it. It almost feels
Okay.
yeah, it doesn't have the same texture that normal muscle tissue does. And here's the weird part. When you touch it, like it felt like hard when you touched like his bicep, like I was saying, but all of a sudden it just goes and like it moved away from your touch and then
So
went
like
back.
I would touch it and then just like kind of like rubber or something would just like move.
Yeah, but it was like after you touched it and like pull your hand away and it goes.
Interesting. Can I?
And if you look where the gunshot wounds were, because you can see the holes in this t-shirt where the gunshot wounds were. There's no open wounds.
Yeah.
Like it's healed. Like you see blood on the shirt, but there's no bullet holes.
But his wounds have healed.
Yep.
Interesting. Now, gentlemen, and I address it. Is there one that in here that looks like he's kind of like in command of the three, or is they just all look like the same, like dudes?
It's just 3 guys. Just 3 agents.
Now, gentlemen, has he shown any signs of any other movement besides just muttering to himself?
Nope, not really. We've been trying to keep him drugged up enough that he doesn't.
But I know what drugs they've been giving him to make him stay like this.
Yeah, they've been giving him enough muscle relaxants to like knock a fucking elephant out.
Okay. Oh,
And I'm not being hyperbolic. Like literally enough to take down an elephant.
And yet he's still conscious. Okay,
Yep.
that is weird.
Mm.
Huh. Billy, what was the last thing? No, you've already answered that question.
It hurts. Sorry.
Can I see his like pupils?
I'm
Are, like,
sorry.
they dilated or anything?
No, his eyes are closed because he's in pain. And like if you were to look at his face, you would get the impression that he is in an excruciating amount of pain.
I want to try to find where like the most amount of pain is coming from, because I know he's saying it hurts everywhere.
Everywhere. Like he's not even able to pick a point where it like starts or where it started when everywhere. If you ask him where did it first hurt, everywhere.
I don't know what to do.
We're gonna cut out to the hallway where the rest of you guys are. You guys see Derringer coming back down the hall. He's like, did you get a good look at him?
We spoke with him, yeah. He gave us a little bit of a lead, maybe about the day before. He talked about his girlfriend Jane.
Yeah.
So we're gonna probably follow up with her.
All right. Well, I need you guys to get going, like ASAP. So,
Of course.
Quick question, sir.
yeah.
Have you guys tested his healing ability?
You mean by shooting him 4 times?
Since you had him captured.
No. Other than doping him up with enough muscle relaxants to knock out an elephant. No.
I've heard of cases here or previous events here with the fast healing like this. Of previous abductees.
Right. Well, tell you what. We'll possibly look into that. Like I said, we got some lab work going through right now. We should get the results in a couple days. But I just wanted you guys to kind of get a look at them, get a general idea what you're dealing with. But I need you guys to get going. At that, he kind of leans over to the door and he goes, opens it up. He's like, hey, Doc.
Yeah, yes.
You guys head over to Groversville.
Thank you for the reminder. I was... Yeah, yes. Let's go. And I walk out.
Special Agent Sherbert goes down the hall to requisition a car.
Okay. Yeah, you can get a car for the four of you guys. It's a sedan, obviously, because, you know, it's the 90s and it's FBI.
So it's an Impala.
Yep.
Shotgun.
All right, so Derringer hands you guys, the rest of you that are not FBI agents, basically like consultant badges, essentially. You guys are all officially working as consultants on this case. So whatever you need to say to, you know, not make that sound like a bunch of bullshit, go with it. But, you know, all of this has to be on the up and up, right?
Oh, absolutely. Of course, you need my media expertise in an event like this.
But also, don't go around saying necessarily who you are, specifically, if you know what I mean.
Fine.
All right, so you requisition as a sedan.
Mm-hmm.
You guys start.
Shotgun.
Sorry, Dr. Zawicki had already called shotgun.
I did. I called it first thing.
I'll have competition now, it seems. I never drive. I do have a license, but I never drive.
So Special Agent Sherbert keeps the keys and is going to drive, since they're the only one authorized to actually drive it.
Yeah, it's a few hours too.
So you mean to tell me as a consultant I can't drive the car? Does this consultant badge mean nothing?
Dr. Zawicki,
You just look at the stars, Dr. Zawicki.
maybe don't tell Dr. Calmer.
Tell me why.
Oh,
Yes, I can hear you.
did you see that big boy over there?
Big boy, where?
Oh, one last thing, real quick. The sheriff knows you're coming into town, so you might want to check on him at some point. So.
Yeah. All right. So we'll check with the sheriff. Well, I mean, I guess that's proper investigative lead, is following up with the local law enforcement.
Like
anyways,
I said,
right?
all on the up and up. So,
Right.
Good luck, gentlemen. And Derringer walks off.
Should we see his family? After we see the sheriff?
You're doing an investigation. You can talk to whomever you want.
Let's go check in with the sheriff first.
It's a few hours drive to Groversville. I'm assuming Isaac probably filled you guys in on the local lore of UFO hotbed activity in Groversville.
Absolutely. And
Go ahead. You make up some shit. Be my guest.
yeah, Isaac talks about the previous abductions and the ridiculous stories that he put on his radio show of alien abductions and then we passed it off as acid trips, mass delusion due to mushrooms that were peed on by pigs.
So these other cases, what happened in them? These other abductions, what was it?
We think similar circumstances where they were abducted and then experimented on and then sent back. No memory, no nothing.
Those other people, like for the cases, what they were experimented on, but what were the results? I mean, or is this just folklore?
That's what we're here to find out, is it not?
Well, unofficially, they had strange abilities. It seemed that the assumption is some kind of DNA splicing and maybe potential harvesting. Like repopulating certain areas with hybrids. But some people have theorized that the human body rejects the splicing and the powers are I don't want to say powers, the alien abilities.
Enhancements.
Oh, good, doctor. Tend to take.
He knows Latin.
Well, I know lots of things. I am a media personality. The human body tends to reject it. It can't handle the enhancements. The human body can't sustain it.
So it eventually breaks down.
And then of course you have to get rid of the evidence. But we have spun some good yarns. All kinds of crazy things. The flying Elvises was a great one. That Elvis clones were coming and abducting people to take them on this musical joyride and then bring them back.
Wait, the nefarious plan was just to abduct people to musical theater?
Well, Elvis was an alien, right?
No, get out of here. That's a myth.
Well, believe what you may. I have evidence that suggests otherwise. My investigators are very good.
Chris, I'm going to say I love your character.
Well, thank you. Yes, the flying Elvises would abduct them, take them on a journey throughout the cosmos, rocking the free world, and people ate it up. National Enquirer covered it. I got like a little bit of a hit. I got up to like 100,000 on the 12 to 2 a.m.
All right, so you guys would be driving to Groversville from the west. So you'd go past Jackless. There's a bunch of farms kind of on the outskirts. There's hills all around it. It's kind of in the middle of this like V-shaped valley that's pointing like towards the east. You know that the edge of town is technically the actual hills, but people live out a little bit further. You just kind of turn off on the road, start heading up towards Groversville. As you start getting closer into town, you would be coming in from this western road over into town. Derringer also told you there's pretty much like one hotel here in town. Merle's Shut-Eye Motel is like the only motel, whatever, in town. The town's basically the size of, there's about 1,200 people that live in town, but because it's the county seat, like a lot of the amenities and like the general like city looks much nicer than you would imagine for a town of that size. It's a really nice small town as you guys are driving into it.
Wow, this looks really nice. It doesn't at all smell like inbreeding and meth.
But yeah, so your guys' like I said, official cover story is that Spivey had angered some drug dealer that he was in business with, and that this somehow explained his like crime spree. And he was strung out and on the run, from his cohorts. So that's kind of what your general cover story is supposed to be. And you guys wanted to go see the sheriff first? Is that what your plan was?
Are you guys sure we should go to the hotel first, just to make sure we can get a room?
That's up to you guys. You guys tell me what you want to do.
There's most likely a room available.
I know, but I really hate to sleep in the car with you guys.
Hey, at least none of us snore.
As you guys are driving in, you also see a place called Merle's Country Bunker. and another place called Merle's Auto Body. And you also
I'm sensing a
see,
theme.
yeah, like you go by a couple places that are like Merle's Hardware. You know what I mean? Like,
If we're done with the sightseeing tour, can we talk to the sheriff now?
were you guys gonna get the motel room first, or are you gonna go? This is up to you. What you guys want to do first? Like, so up to you.
We can go to the sheriff first. I just didn't want to have to sleep in a car with you guys. So I wanted to make sure we got a room first.
Did you remember to bring your binky?
Hey, why don't you just lighten up, Howard Stern?
Howard Stern, coast to coast.
Dismantling one conspiracy theory at a
Baba
time.
booey, baba booey.
How dare you? Howard Stern's a hack. I am a professional.
Yeah, but people know Howard Stern.
Damn.
So where are you guys going first?
I have a
Sheriff's
sheriff's department.
Okay. All right. So you're going to the sheriff's office first. All right. So you come pulling up.
Like Starsky and Hutch. Brr. No,
Ah,
I'm kidding.
yeah.
I'm
Okay.
kidding.
You guys slide across the hood. All right. So you come pulling up and you see this like deputy outside smoking, and he kind of looks at the car and he like leans inside the door. He's like, kind of yells in, and then you see this the sheriff walk out. As you guys are pulling up, and he's standing out there. Like, greetings, gentlemen. I'm assuming you were the boys from the feds.
Time it is.
We're talking like 4:30, 5 o'clock.
Afternoon, Sheriff. Yeah, we're from the feds. And Special Agent Sherbert shows her badge. Pulls it out.
Oh, thank
Dr.
you.
Colmer
Thank you.
shows his badge.
Oh yeah, lady. Sorry, I'm sorry, I forgot.
No, it's fine. It happens all the time.
Zawicki waves his badge around too.
Calm down, Doctor.
So, you guys want to come in, have some coffee?
I would love a cup of coffee. I've been driving pretty straight through. We're here on this Billy Ray Spivey business.
Yeah, that's what I heard. You were all coming into town about some sort of, I don't know, whatever you guys are investigating with that. I mean, I don't know what. Like I said, come on in.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it, Sheriff. Thank you.
You guys going in? It's this. You guys all go in. I'm not going to tell you what you do. Totally up to you guys.
Yeah, I go in.
Isaac asks for a cup of coffee and he says, "Do you have any real coffee? I don't want any of that Folgers filth."
You know what? No, all I got's this. I mean, I got Maxwell House. I assume that's okay, right?
Ugh, never mind.
All right, well, you're lost.
Do you have any non-dairy creamer? The creamer gives me this phlegm real bad back of my throat.
You know, yeah, I think I do. I think I do have some non-dairy creamer. Hold on. He reaches back and
Got a little bit of the lactose intolerance things. He'll give me that phlegm in the back of my throat. It'll make me fart later.
yeah, my wife's got the same thing, man. I get it. Can't give that lady dairy, bitch. Stink up the whole bed. The whole bed in the room next door.
I love how he's...
I'm definitely not sharing a room with that gentleman.
Well, you will be if we can't get a room. I told you we should have gone there first.
Oh my god. It's the most hillbilly Swiss guy I've ever heard.
I think he was trying to use the accent.
Oh my god.
I'm just trying to blend in. Leave me alone.
So Sheriff Oakley sets out 3 coffees and looks over at Isaac. Is like, "Sure you don't want anything?" I mean, you want like maybe an iced tea or, something else?
Do you have any bottled water?
Bottled water? Yeah, sure. I think I got some. Hey, yeah, Jim Bob, go get me some bottled water from over there. Yep. Yeah, one of the, yeah, here you go. And like hands you a bottle of water.
Thank you, Sheriff. That'll do.
Or do you want Fiji? Or can we start this investigation?
I have my standards.
All right, so you guys all have your coffees and your non-dairy creamers and your... let me get an alertness roll from everybody.
Oh, 44, or no, 71 under 20. Or over 20,
44 under 20.
Okay.
Oh, that's a fumble.
It is.
Dang it. 82 over 59.
None of us saw anything.
And Isaac is definitely not alert because he's too paying attention to his own little needs. 42 over 20.
All right, so agents or special agent, gentleman, lady. Where are you guys at on this investigation? What do you need from me? Anything you need, I can help. I got like I said, my deputy here. He could assist you however you want. And he kind of like looks and smiles and like tips his hat.
Well, mostly we're looking at any priors that Billy Ray may have had. Like, what kind of kid was he? What's on his record? Do you have any
Priors, man.
inside information with him?
That kid didn't have any. That kid didn't have any priors. Not till that day when he punched his hole through his dad's chest. That kid hadn't done anything wrong. Never been in trouble once.
So nothing, no drug use, no steroids.
Drug use? That boy? No way, man. No way.
Okay, what about drug use with some of the other boys? Is there any kind of like, have you picked anybody up for, having a little too much fun and whatnot?
I mean, the only thing we really got around here is occasionally there might be, someone smoking that reefer. That's about it, man. I don't know where you guys are getting this drug business from, but like, there's nothing.
Has anybody examined his father's body?
Now, you're more than welcome to check it out. I mean, that was 8 days ago. He's already been to the morgue, had the coroner ruled cause of death, big fucking hole in his chest. And,
I assumed the cause of death was giant hole in chest.
Right. Like I said, big fucking hole in his chest.
I was making sure that there wasn't anything else done to the body. Maybe there's any residue from anything else. I don't know.
Did your coroner do a toxicology report?
On the dad? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty much standard, but nothing in his system. I mean, I think he had maybe like 6-pack before it happened, but that's about it. That's nothing. I mean, might as well have been like, he had a waffle.
I'd still like to examine the father's body, if you please.
Well, all right. Yeah, you can take a look at it. That's probably fine. I don't see any problem
Just to
with that.
double check. I'm not saying your coroner's incompetent or anything.
No, that's fine, man. I know you feds come in, you gotta get your little clues wherever you find them. I get it.
Sheriff, quick question, please.
Yeah, I'm gonna help you.
Do you keep tabs on any of the local narcotics distribution or sale in this county?
What, you mean like illicit drugs, or do you mean like from a drugstore drugs?
Well, we don't. Well, I mean, if they are reselling prescription drugs, that could also be of interest as well.
No, I mean, like I said, I haven't arrested anybody for drugs or drug possession other than like the occasional teenager that you catch him with a joint. Because his grandpappy's been growing weed up in them hills for fucking 20, generations or some shit. I don't fucking worry about that. Like, that's not gonna throw some kid under the bus for fucking smoking a joint. That's stupid. But other than that, man, we haven't had shit. We'll just confiscate it, and that's about it.
I don't know, Sheriff. His behavior seems to me like PCP or something like that, where he got that almost superhuman strength. I think maybe you should look into this dealing, see where he got it.
Oh, let me ask you. Did you guys do some tests on him?
We've done some tests.
Did you guys test his blood? Maybe see if he had some drugs in his system?
We've done all the tests we possibly can.
Classified. That is classified, Sheriff.
Oh, yeah. Well, what I'm saying is if you have information that he had drugs in his system, then that's one thing. But if you're coming here asking me, do I know where kids are with drugs? I'm telling you, there's occasionally a kid with a joint, and that's about it. Like, we don't have those big city problems here.
That's understandable, Sheriff. We do have some tests that we're waiting to come back from the lab. And as soon as we get those results back, we will share that information with you so that way, your case files match, our case files match. Everything's good.
Yeah.
We're here to cooperate, and we're just here to assist in this investigation and make sure everything goes smoothly.
Well, I mean, so am I. And I mean, anything you guys need from me, you let me know. Like I said, my deputy can jump right in and give you guys some cover, whatever you need.
Of course.
Good man.
Now,
But
Billy,
if there were drug dealers, my theory would be that they came from out of the county. They're not from around here, man. There's no locals doing this shit.
Okay.
They could be hiding in the hills. Maybe. I don't know.
Billy Ray said he was with his girlfriend a couple of days ago before all this happened. Would you happen to know what Jane? He never got around to giving us a last name.
Oh yeah, no, his girlfriend's name was Jane Allen. That was one of the alderman's daughters.
Now, would you be able to point us in the right direction to where she is? We'd like to ask her a couple questions while the good doctor goes over the body, if that's all right with you.
Oh yeah, sure, that's no problem. I can point you in the direction of Alderman Allen's house. That's not a problem at all.
And Sheriff, have there been any media types sniffing around this area yet?
I mean, I haven't seen any really. There was, what was it? There was some UFO guy here a few days ago. Maybe about a week ago. It was a bit. I haven't seen him in a while.
Did you happen to catch his name?
Nah, man, just one of those weirdos coming in talking about UFOs and shit.
Wow, how much caffeine's in this coffee? Good gravy, this thing's got my heart racing. Woo!
Yeah, man, I was in the Navy. We make our coffee fucking black tar, man.
Wow, that creamer didn't take the edge off of this at all. Are you guys like a crossroad between like two bigger cities? Like, is there like, maybe like you guys could be kind of like the intersection point between like two major drug deals? You know what I mean?
Not really, man. Like I said, if there's anything going on like that, it's from out of the county. But unless the UFO guy was here, trying to sell UFO drugs or something. That's the only thing I could think of. Get it? UFO
Sheriff,
drugs.
would you do me a favor?
Yeah.
If that UFO guy does make another appearance, be sure to let us know.
Sure, not a problem. I'll let you guys know. Jim Bob, let him know for you guys, where you guys staying? You guys staying at Merle's?
That was our intent. The Shut-Eye Motel.
Is there anywhere else to stay?
I mean, not really. Unless you want to sleep on the streets. But, like I said, this ain't that kind of town.
See, I told you, I didn't want to sleep in the car, you guys.
Yeah, you really don't want to do that, man. We'll just, have to throw you in for, vagrancy or some shit.
Now, Sheriff, I imagine if we needed a place to stay, you'd let us crash in the sheriff's office, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you look around and it's not a really big office. I mean, there's not like...
They got a holding cell, don't they?
Yeah, they got like a holding cell. You can see it like behind his desk. It's like, there's the holding cell.
Oh, so it's fucking Andy Griffith.
There's like two desks. There's like two desks. One for him, one for Jim Bob. And the holding cell back there.
Gotcha. Fucking Barney Fife.
Yep.
Well, if this coffee is what you're making here, I wouldn't be sleeping here anyway.
Well, like I said, I mean, this isn't the only place to get coffee. I keep this shit so that I can stay awake. I don't drink this shit so I can go to sleep. Why the fuck would you drink coffee to go to sleep? That's stupid.
I get. This is good coffee. This is good coffee. It's got my heart buzzing like a hummingbird.
Oh Jesus!
I love this character. This character's great.
All right, so yeah, here's my number. Here's a card. If you guys need anything, this has got my direct line here at the office. Also got my house phone. So yeah, if you need anything, I'm gonna write Jim Bob's number on the back here too. So if you guys need anything from us, let us know what room you're staying in, and that way we can contact you if one of your quote drug dealers end quote shows up, or if UFO guy comes swooping in. We'll let you know. But yeah, seriously, man, anything you need from us, just let me know. And need us to tag along, ask people questions, we can do that.
I'd still like to see the body.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, we can take you down there. That's not a problem.
Also, the handler, the video that we saw, was that in this town, or
Nope.
was that a different place?
No, that was in Georgia. Wasn't it Georgia? Yeah, that was. You're in Tennessee.
I think you said.
That's how the feds got involved, because it was
Cross state
interstate-
lines. Yeah.
Cross state lines. Yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't know. I just
And a
didn't know if
murder.
it was
Yep.
if it was somewhere else.
As soon as it was murder across state lines, it became
Yeah.
federal jurisdiction.
Yep.
Alright.
Even though there wasn't a firearm, somehow they still got snaked into it.
Oh, serial killer.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but he hadn't really killed anybody up until, there was his dad, and then
Well, he killed his dad. And then, he killed the guy at the convenience
Killed his
store.
dad.
yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Up until the convenience store was like his dad, and then that, so it's not really a serial killer.
Two different states. It counts.
It doesn't really make it a serial killer. Killing spree, perhaps, but. All right, so what's your guys' next plan? Where are you planning on going next? I'm assuming unless you got any more questions for this Sheriff Oakley,
No.
who has Oakleys propped up on top of his head.
Of course it does. Of course it does.
Of course he does.
Wow, those are like high dollar for 94. Wow, those are impressive. Man, you must have a good salary as a sheriff. Those are really nice.
Nah, they were a gift, man. These were a gift.
From who? Wow.
Oh, these were a gift from Alderman Barn, man. Merle Barn. He gave them to me.
Oh,
That guy's got some money.
I would say his name is on everything.
Everything. Yeah. It's on everything and through the whole town.
Wow. Maybe we can get to know him. We can get some Oakleys too.
I just go to where I assume the coroner would be if I can ask the deputy to show
It's
me.
not in this building. You'd have to go to a different. It's a different building. He could give you the address. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, I'd like that, please. I cannot handle any more of this conversation.
And even though he's resistant, guys, make sure that we keep pushing the drug angle with the sheriff.
I don't know what your problem is. This sheriff seems like a good guy. He's got high octane coffee and Oakleys. It's amazing.
Oh, I don't have a problem.
Your standards for a good guy is very concerning.
All right. So what are you guys doing? Are you guys still at the sheriff's, or are you going somewhere?
No, we're going to drop the doc off at the coroner's office.
Mm-hmm.
And then go talk to Jane Allen.
So Doc's going to the coroner's office, and you guys are all going to Jane Allen. The rest of you three.
Special agent's going to talk to Jane Allen.
I would like to stick with special agent.
Well, me as well. You need my charm, obviously.
I guess I'm going alone. This one ended well. Cool. Alright, I'm going to the coroner's office alone.
That's cool. We'll do this.
You can handle that, right, Doc?
Oh yeah, I got it. It's just the coroner.
You guys still do not have a motel room for the night yet.
Yeah.
No, that's very concerning for me.
Probably should do that first and then
I
coroner.
don't want to sleep in this car with you guys. I really don't.
Let's get the room for the doctor.
Dr. Zwicky,
And then
we
drop it off
will,
the corner.
yes. We'll drop you off at the corner. We'll go get a motel room. And all will be right with the world. Is that all right, Dr. Zwicky?
That's fantastic. I just want to know that I don't have to sleep in the car. It would really help me just calm down.
Right. Okay. Understandable. Yeah. We'll take care of that pretty quick, and just knock it out. All right.
You guys will miss my charm, but I should go with the doc so he doesn't go by himself.
Merle's is right here, and the actually funeral home, which is where the coroner's office is, because it's a small town, is going to be right by the county courthouse. And so who's going where? What's going on? Sorry.
Oh, I'm going to the coroner's office, and whoever else is going to come with.
Isaac's going to reluctantly go with him because he doesn't want him to go by himself, but these guys are going to miss his charm questioning the woman.
Well,
All right, so you guys are going there.
that might be a blessing. You never know.
And the rest of you, the other two of you, are going to first Merle's Shut-Eye Motel,
Mm-hmm.
and then on to what's her name's house. Am I right?
Yep. From Shut-Eye Motel to Jane Allen's house. Or Alderman Allen's house.
Yeah. Isaac and Dr. Colmer show up at this funeral home. They drop you off as they're driving on.
And then as they drop us off, I just tell us what the room number is, or just let us know later.
I mean, theoretically, they could leave a message at the front desk.
When we come to pick you up, we'll have the keys. It'll be fine.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, so it's a pretty small, like small town funeral home. It's where the body's being kept right now at the morgue there. You go up, ring the bell, and this older gentleman comes, hold on 1 minute, hold on. And all of a sudden the door opens and this like maybe late 70s, early 80s gentleman is like, can I help you?
Yes. Are you the owner?
Yeah, I'm the proprietor of this here establishment.
It's a nice place.
And he spits.
I'm... ooh.
And it makes a ping sound, even though there's no spittoon.
Okay. Nice.
You're like, where did that metal sound come from?
I'm
Roll sanity. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm Dr. Colmer with the FBI. This is my consultant, Mr. Thomas.
Oh, greetings there, Doc Thomas. Wait, Doc Thomas? No.
What's your name?
My name? My name, sir, is Dr. Spencer.
Hi. I'm here to see the body of Billy's father.
Oh, yeah, it's Mr. Spivey. Yeah, we can, I guess, since you boys were the feds, I can let you see him. That's not a problem.
I know you already did your examination.
Right, yeah, he died of a big fucking hole in his chest. I mean...
I heard. I'm just here
crazy. I don't even know, like, that. It didn't even look like a shotgun wound. I'd seen ones like that before, but this was, I don't know, something else altogether.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Spencer.
Show us the body, please.
Sure, come on in. Yes. And he starts to lead you in, slowly, very slowly.
Was there anything, inordinary about the wound, besides its size, like burning or residue or anything like that?
No, it kind of looked like he got shot in the chest with bowling ball from a cannon. It's kind of what it looked like. So shot in the chest by a cannon, basically.
Now, was it like a clean?
No.
Was it just clean, or did it have?
No, it definitely looked like blunt force trauma. So not clean, torn in the edges, shit like that. I don't know why they all talk like this, but apparently they do. Ting.
Okay, that's funny. I'm trying to figure out where that's coming from now.
But yeah, so no, it just looked like blunt force trauma straight to his chest. I don't know what could have caused it. I mean, I've seen some car accidents, I've seen stuff like that, but This guy was just in his son's bedroom, you know? Like, I don't know. I don't know what hit him. I mean, Mom said he came running down the stairs with a bunch of blood all up in his arms. You know, his son did before he ran out the door. But, that's about it.
You know, Doc, you didn't hear it from me, but our sources say that the kid might have been on some serious drugs.
What kind of drugs you think make a guy punch a hole in another guy's chest?
Wow, that can be anything.
I mean, can't be anything. I've never seen a hole punch in someone's chest from a Miller Lite. Have you?
PCP, some exotic drug, some new drug that we need to get to the bottom of. Who knows? We gotta find out.
Those are gonna make you, like, freak out and, like, not feel pain, but they're not gonna make you actually physically, you know, be able to punch a hole in some dude's chest. Not like this.
Well.
Alright, so about this point, you guys get to the morgue. And there's only, like, 4, 5 little, like, freezer drawer things. You know, those little metal doors that open up. There's not many of them, because it's a small town. You know what I mean? Like, they don't handle a lot of bodies.
they're not expecting a massive amount of bodies to drop.
No, they're not, you know, they're not dealing with, you know, big city death numbers. So, like, yeah, it was right there in number 3. Let me pull that open for you. You're like, as that opens up, we cut to the motel. You guys walk up to Merle's shut-eye motel. It's one of those, like, single-story L-shaped ones, and, like, the office is kind of in the corner, which is, like, on the northern side of the northwest corner of the L, like where the 2 lines intersect that point. And there's, like, an office / lobby kind of area right there. And you see a young lady, probably in her early 20s, working behind the counter, like, standing there, reading a magazine. What do you do?
Hi. Do you happen to have 2 rooms for the evening?
Let me check. Hold on.
2 rooms? I don't want to share a room.
2 rooms. Well, let me see. I got a couple rooms. Let me just see what I got available.
Are you serious? I do not want to
And she's
share
like-
a room.
I mean,
Dr. Zawicki, you know the FBI doesn't pay a lot for this. So you got to stay within budget, or else you're going to have the comptroller crawling up my ass.
I got 2 rooms.
But I'm a consultant. I mean, I should get my own room. I mean, we're already going to
Dr.
get...
Zawicki,
We're going to get bed bugs from this. You know that, right?
Dr. Zawicki, it's fine if you want your own room. I'm just saying the FBI won't pay for that. You can buy your own room with your own money. That's okay.
I mean, I've got 2 rooms. I got 1 room that's 2 double beds and a kitchenette. And yeah, I got 1 of those. That would be number 3. And then I got another room on the east-west. So yeah, number 3 is going to be the 2 double beds and the kitchenette. And number 8 is, there's just 2 double beds. But I also got a room that's got 1 queen size in 10 if you would like that one.
No, we won't share a room. I will take the single queen bed, and the 3 gentlemen can take the 2 twin beds.
2 double beds.
Double beds? Double
Beds. 2 double beds. That's right.
Now, Mr. Zawicki, should you like your own room, now may be the time.
I'm really not liking you. I'm telling you what, I am coming and donating my time to try and solve the FBI's problem, which is not mine. And you trying to
Dr.
shack
Zawicki,
me up with Howard Stern and the doctor, and we can't even get beds to ourselves?
Dr. Zawicki, I would like to remind you that it would be inappropriate for me to share a room with any of...
You and no doctor are both FBI agents. That's not inappropriate. They're co-workers. You guys are killing me. Fine. Whatever.
All right, so let me get this straight, Jeremy. You're taking the one queen bed in number 10.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. 10 is going to be FBI. And then there's still number 8 and number 3. You're throwing them in which one? Because both of those have two double beds. Just one has a kitchenette and one does not.
3, the one with the kitchenette.
Okay. 3. That's where you put the rest of them.
Thanks for...
Unless Dr. Zawicki would like to rent his own room.
Yeah, I'll rent my own room. Gosh. Give me the one with the kitchenette. These guys ain't here.
They're not here. It's fine. We'll just give them the keys to whichever one you don't want.
I have a bit of a problem sleeping anyway. So if I gotta try and spoon one of those two, I'm really not gonna get any rest.
You did drink all that coffee.
Besides the coffee, I've got a bit of an insomniac problem.
Well, that's unfortunate, Doctor. What? You trouble sleeping at night?
Yeah, you see some
Just
of
in
the...
general?
Well, you know, kind of.
Dr. Zawicki.
You see some of the stuff, and... You know, I've seen what nightmares are made of and seen that they're true, so I have a bit of a trouble sleeping now.
Yeah, some of these cases can get pretty tough.
All right, so what is the plan with the rooms? I'm trying to figure it out. What are you doing? I know you're taking 10, and you got 3 for everybody else. Are you getting a separate room?
Dr. Zawicki is taking 3 for himself, and then the other room...
8.
Because 8. The other room is going to go to the...
Other 2. Gotcha.
Yep.
All right. 8 and 3 is Zawicki. Right. And the FBI's playing for all this?
All but Zawicki's room.
All right, cool.
Because he did not want to share a room.
All right. That's what I need to know. Cool. All right. So you guys walk back out of the office, and, the girl's like, here's your keys. We got breakfast in the morning, continental breakfast. If you guys want some, there's some coffee. There'll be orange juice. There'll be...
Are there biscuits?
There'll be biscuits
and gravy?
Freshly made biscuits and gravy.
Ooh,
my aunt brings those in every day. So need anything, just come down here and ring this here bell. And if I'm not right here, then I'll be in the apartment. I'll be nearby. So.
Oh, that's good to hear. And she gives her a wink.
Okay. Oh, jeez. Oh, she's a creep. I got you. I'm there.
I don't know if you read her motivations or not.
No, I didn't.
You should.
All right. Got everybody in their rooms now. All right. Why don't you two give me a luck roll real quick as you're walking to your rooms. I'm assuming you're going to go drop your stuff off in the rooms. Or at least check the keys to make sure they work.
Yeah, at least check the room and make sure nobody's in it.
Right. All right. So, yeah, both of you guys give me a luck roll.
56.
Oh, no, 87.
God.
Okay.
Dice are not nice to us tonight.
So you both walk to your rooms. Pretty normal looking motel rooms.
Told you you're
not
gonna get bed
great.
bugs.
Not super clean. Like the inside furniture and decor looks like it's from the 50s, maybe. Maybe 60s at best, early 60s. It looks like it has not been updated in a while. But, everything works. Phone appears to work. You don't...
There's that incest and meth smell.
All right, so we cut back over to the funeral home, Spencer's funeral home, who's also the town doctor and the county coroner. And you slide the body out of Mr. Spivey. You pull the sheet off, and the way it's been described to you in the past, like up to this point, like fucking sinks in. Like it looks like blown apart, right? Like he got hit in the chest with a fucking cannon. It's torn. It's avulsions. It's not like, surgical cuts. It's not burned. It doesn't look like it, it looks like his chest got blasted open from concussive force. Like just looking at it as soon as you see it. Both of you guys roll me sanity on that.
Failure, 70 over 55.
Mm-hmm. Bradley.
Oh, you said sanity.
Yep.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I said sanity.
Failure, 73 over 70.
Yeah, so when you see this, it's just like, what the fuck? Like, you'd heard the story, and you'd seen the video of him hitting the guy's head off, but you see this, like, chest wound, and something about the realization that it's like, this was this kid's dad, that he punched a fucking hole in his chest, and you both take 1 point of sanity damage. So, whatever sanity's at now, reduce it by 1. Not the 99, the other number.
Current.
Yeah, and if you guys want to try to fluff this off on one of your bonds, you're more than welcome to. But I'll warn you, it will only get rid of 1 sanity point of damage, and you would still lose 1d4 willpower and 1d4 against the bond. So it might be overkill. That's up to you.
Slough it off on one of my bonds.
Yeah.
I am a master investigative journalist. I can handle this.
All right, so you see that. Assuming you start investigating, what are you looking for? What do you think you're looking for? Roll me a forensics, I think, right? Bradley.
Would it be forensics or would it be biology?
It would be forensics at this point, because that's what you're doing. You're trying to see like what.
35 under 80.
Yeah, I mean, I probably should have even made you roll that.
How?
I told you I'm a master investigative journalist. 04 under 20.
Yeah, when you guys see this, like I said, because of the avulsions and like the tears in the tissue, the way like you're like, this was blunt force trauma, straight to the chest, with an object approximately the size of someone's fist, but hit with such force that it just like blew the chest apart. And it makes it about like a bowling ball size, like crater in his chest. That's just been like.
So it's the same size all the way through, or it's smaller in the front.
No,
bigger in the
it's like.
back, or is it?
You know, like what a crater looks like. Imagine like bowling ball size in his chest. Like it's like it blew open that way because like the concussive force of the fist hitting it so hard that it like exploded out, basically.
Right. Okay.
Like bowling ball
now
size. So pretty much the whole chest. Like the rib cage is
I'm also trying to see if there's
shattered.
anything left from when he punched his father in the chest, and to see if there's anything left from him still stuck. I guess in his torso.
I mean,
or anything that's not supposed to be there, anything strange.
No, you don't really. There's nothing. You don't really see anything that seems out of place, other than the giant hole in the dude's chest.
Coroner's report on what he found?
Sure. Yep. It basically is. The summary of it is massive blunt force trauma to chest. It was the cause of death.
Apparently this guy turned into the damn Hulk.
Yeah, and just punched his dad in the chest.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, this is the weirdest thing I ever saw. This ain't normal. This is weird.
Yeah.
Oh, Doc, I'm sure, in my professional investigative opinion, there's got to be a rational explanation for this.
Yeah, like I said, shot in chest with cannon. That's my explanation for it.
No, he was punched in the chest. This wasn't a gun. He was punched.
You can say this. I've never seen a punch do this before. So You tell me if this was a
Neither
punch,
have I.
something weird's going
This
on.
was a punch. I'm aware. So, I'm trying to figure out. So they talked to the mom and everything too, Dr. Spencer.
I mean, I didn't. The sheriff did, but you know, I didn't talk to the mom. No, I mean, not really. I mean, she made calls to make the funeral arrangements, but we haven't been able to release the body yet. So, I mean, I sent her some flowers. You know, that's about it. I mean, that's terrible. You know,
Yeah.
Angel's a good lady, man. She's a good lady.
Good lady who lost her husband and her son, essentially.
Yeah, yeah. And Rich here, man, he was a good
Well,
man.
her son's not dead. It's just not right. I'm trying to help him.
Supposed to have the funeral tomorrow, so they should be burying him. You know, but crazy.
Well, did she request an open casket? Because I would deny that.
No, we're supposed to be cremating him here in about, shortly.
Yeah, I would not want to have my family friends see that.
Hey, Doc.
I'd like to. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what else to do to figure out what happened to him. And other than the fact that we know his son punched him in the chest and blew him from the inside.
I mean, so
is his heart still intact?
no, he gets blown apart.
It's just
ruptured.
all.
Yeah,
Jesus.
his organs are just ruptured and liquefied, basically, from the concussive force.
Hey, Doc, I have a couple questions for you. One, what are the rumors going around town of how this could have happened?
I mean, some people think that he shot him, you know? I don't know. Like I said, this doesn't look like a punch, so.
I mean, some weapons I've come across wounds that have looked like this, but
Yeah, like 50
those
cal
are
maybe.
weapons, like, yeah.
But no, man, this isn't a punch. This isn't what punches look like. I've treated punches before.
Is there a possible...
I mean, so have I. I've worked in a morgue. I mean,
All right, then, like this place. I've worked here too.
I know this. Yeah, this is a first.
Is there a possibility that it could have been something mechanical?
I mean, maybe the sheriff went through that whole room, though. There was nothing really, as far as I know, nothing in there that could have caused this. It was just the kid's room.
I mean, come on, Doc. You look at this. There is no way, in my opinion, which is very well educated, that a human fist could make a hole that large. So maybe...
Right, that's literally what I was saying. I'm not sure who you're arguing with at this point.
Trying to plant the seed.
I think he's arguing with himself. I don't know.
But yeah, so you're saying a mechanical object of some sort. What I'm saying is it was in the kid's room. There was no mechanical object in it. I mean, if there is, maybe the sheriff's, not saying anything because it's like a murder weapon or something. But if you guys are with the feds, then you'd probably know if there was a murder weapon. Right?
Well, we'd also have to look at the scene first to also go over it in case they did miss anything.
Probably. You probably would.
Maybe it was like a big accident. Kid was trying to build some kind of machine.
Well, you're more...
Or they were having an argument, got out of hand, wanted to just push his dad off, and then all of a sudden, he just dropped dead to the floor with a hole the size of a bullet.
Yeah, that does not sound logical.
Heavy weapon.
Like, also...
No, I don't know.
Yeah. All right, so we cut back over to the...
Yeah, I'm grasping at straws.
We cut back over to the motel. You guys got your rooms. You guys have it checked out. You guys were going to go to the girlfriend's house?
Yeah, go to Jane Allen's house.
All right. You get in the car, drive over to Jane Allen's house. The Alderman Allen's house. Move guys over.
Oh, and if we fail a check, we have to check it, correct?
Yes, you don't have to, but you can. All right, this is where Alderman Allen lives. Over here. It's a pretty nice house, because he's one of the aldermans. But come up to the front, and normal small town, house, but pretty nice one. Looks pretty normal from the outside and weird. What do you do?
I just park the car, go up and knock on the door.
All right. Door opens up, and this woman, late 40s, early 50s, opens the door. It's like, yes, can I help you?
Yes, ma'am. I'm Special Agent Sherbert. I'm with the FBI. It shows the badge. It says, yes, I'm here to investigate some of this Billy Ray Spivey issue.
Yes, that was terrible.
Is Jane here?
She's not. She's not here. You're more welcome to come in if you like.
Oh, that would be very delightful. Do you happen to know what time she would be back?
I don't know. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I did not introduce myself. My name is Nancy. Nancy Allen. I'm so sorry. I should have introduced
Nancy.
myself.
Oh, very nice to meet you.
But yeah, I'm not sure. She'll be around. She, comes and goes. Just like her father. Comes and goes.
Now, just out of curiosity, when they come and go, are they in clubs? I understand that your husband is the alderman.
He's one of the. He's on the boards of the alderman. Yes.
Now, does Jane help him with that, or
no?
or-
No, she just hangs out with her friends. Hangs out with Billy.
oh, she's got a lot of extracurriculars. I would guess.
Yeah, and all of a sudden in the background, you hear ding. She's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I was making some biscuits earlier. Would you gentlemen like to come in and have a seat? We can discuss whatever over the table at the table."
Yes, ma'am. That would be fine. And those biscuits smell delicious, by the way.
Yeah, and you smell it like wafting out from the kitchen, like through the house. You can just smell this amazing smell. Like, come in.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Of course. Dr. Zawicki. Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. Miss Nancy, this is Dr. Zawicki. He's a consulting...
Dr. Zquickie?
Zawicki.
It's
Zawicki.
It's
Zwicky?
Zawicki.
What kind of name is Zwicki? How do you spell that?
It's Swiss. It's Zwicky.
Zwicky.
Zawicki.
That's a weird name, son. All right, yes, you can come on it. Come on.
Man, those biscuits smell amazing. They do. But I do have to question the sanitation of your kitchen.
I mean, yeah. So as you walk in and you say that, and it looks immaculate in here, like it looks like she was baking, but then cleaned up as while it was in the oven. Even, you know what I mean? Like it looks spotless.
Now, Miss Nancy, you making biscuits? Do you make these biscuits for the Emerald Shut-Eye?
Oh, that's right. I do.
Is that your niece down there? She works at the counter.
That's my niece. Yes.
Oh, we met her. Lovely girl. Lovely.
Oh
girl.
yeah. She's good. She's a good girl. You guys, you want some tea? Also,
I would love some tea.
oh, hold on. And she gets out a pitcher of sweet tea from the fridge. Pours you both a glass. I'm assuming you want one, Zwicki? Dr. Zwicki?
Do you have anything like non-sugar, non-caffeinated? I'm sorry to be a bother. I'm still kind of buzzing from the sheriff's coffee from earlier.
I think Dr. Zawicki's saying he's good with some water.
I mean, I've got some tap water. That I think has any sugar in it.
Okay, that'd be great. That would be great.
Okay, all right, great. And so she gets some, just goes to the sink and gets you a fucking glass of water and sits down. You want some ice to go with that, maybe?
That would be great. Thank you.
Oh, okay. She goes and pulls out an ice, tray, whatever. We'll go back over to the funeral home now. So what do you guys have you're investigating the body, and I mean, the more you pour over it, the more you're like, nope, this was just blunt force trauma to the chest. Like, Dr. Spencer had like gone off to go take care of other stuff. It was like, well, when you boys are done, you can just slide him on right back in there. That'd be great. I gotta go take my my sugar medicine.
Yeah. It's from all that sweet tea.
Thank you, Doc. We'll take a look and we'll see if we can get to the bottom of this. We are really good at our jobs. Well, I'm exceptional.
I'm sure you are.
Now, how many more of these freezers are there? Like, how many more doors?
What do you mean? Like there's
like how many more like trays that I can pull out?
There's 3 other ones. There's 4 total.
Okay.
Do you want to open them up?
I was gonna start opening one. Yeah.
Yeah, you open one up.
I want to see if there's any other. Yeah.
You open up the first one.
Mm-hmm.
It's empty. Do you want to open the third one?
Yeah.
You gotta open up the third one. It's also empty. You look to your right and you see one that has on the door number 4 written on it. You already opened 1, 2, and 3. Do you want to open it?
Go. Are there names on any of these?
Nope, just number 1, which is where Mr. Spivey was. Who, by the way, his name is actually Rich Spivey. When you got that from his toe tag.
Right.
But the other ones just have number 2, 3, and 4.
Doc, are you looking for? See, if there's another body with a crazy anomaly.
Yeah, because I mean, like you said, some weird happenings in this town, and just seeing if there's any more people with strange deaths, something like that. So yeah, I go and open number 4.
I like the way you're thinking.
Start to open up number 4.
Yeah, I like to get. Yeah.
And we cut back over to the Allen house. You're like, so, what would you like to know? You were asking about Jane. Like I said, I haven't seen her in a few days now. She's been off just doing her own thing.
Is that common that she'll leave for a couple days?
Yeah, it's pretty common. She's, like I said, her and her father, 2 peas in a pod, as they say.
And they'll just go off and
not
come back for
not together. I'm saying like he's at work all the time. He's just always working. And she'll go off, hang out with her friends, come back, go off, hang out with her friends, come back. They go camping up by the reservoir, they come back. They go camping by the reservoir, they come back. That's just kind of what they do.
And they lack that special spot up by the reservoir.
That's kind of where all the kids go and hang out.
Okay.
That's just kind of like the local hangout. It's been that way forever. That's where we used to go hang out. That's where I met her dad. That's where we, that's where we met. It was all clean, very clean. Nothing.
Of course. Yes, ma'am.
Of course.
Nothing untoward. Yeah.
No, of course not.
Now this Billy Ray, did he come around? Did he come around the house very often, or they just hung out at the lake? Or
oh no, he'd come around the house.
Reservoir?
He'd come around the house often. He was a good boy. I still don't know what this was all about. That's strange. It's not like him at all, but he was a good boy. He's a good boy. Well, that poor woman though, his poor mother. I feel bad for her. You want some butter to go with those biscuits? Jam?
Ma'am, I would love some butter to go with these biscuits. That would be delightful.
Dr. Zwicky, you want some jam or some butter to go with those biscuits?
Can I get some jam, please? The butter with the dairy in it gives me this phlegm in the back of my throat real bad.
Oh, I think he did say something about sugar, though. There is some sugar in the jam. I don't think I got sugar-free jam. I don't think we made that in '95.
I'm just trying not to make it so I can't sleep tonight. And like I said, I'm kind of over caffeinated from the sheriff's coffee earlier. This was the kind of stuff you could stand a spoon up in, ma'am. So, not to be rude, the water is great, but I can't handle the dairy. Like I said, the phlegm in the back of my throat, I get this.
All right. Well, so do you want strawberry jam, or do you want apple butter?
I'll take just the strawberry jam. I'm afraid that apple butter might have a little bit of dairy in it with the butter water.
No, it's kind of a misnomer. It's not really made with butter. It's just, you know.
I'll just stick with the strawberry. Be safe, man.
Strawberry jam. That's yes. I make that myself too. Here you go. And she goes in and pulls out this little jar of strawberry jam and gives it to you to put on your biscuit. All right. So. I mean, anything else? Anything I can do to help? I'm more than willing to help.
Now, Miss Nancy, if we was to find our way up to this reservoir, how about would we get up there?
I mean, it's up to the north. Yeah, it was like straight north of town, basically. It was like up in the hills, straight north of town, pretty much.
Yeah, I see the map now. Okay.
Yep.
Now, is there only the one trail up there, or where all the kids hang out, or?
Well, it's not so much a trail as the road that goes up there. It's one of those, twisty mountain roads, kind of where you see your taillights when you come around the turn.
Oh, yes, of course. Now, and there's only one road up there? There ain't,
Yeah, it's pretty much that one road. It's Reservoir Road. That's kind of where it goes. It's right in the name.
Well, not being from around here, I suppose that would have been the proper presumption there. Now, and you don't know when Jane will be back?
Like I said, I haven't heard from her in a couple days, but I'm not worried about it. She's fine. Does this?
All right.
Like I said, just like her daddy.
Miss Allen, I really appreciate the strawberry jam in the water. It is quite delicious. Bit of an oddball question, maybe a little bit of a curveball for you.
Yes.
Have you or your husband, being up in age, noticed any possible prescription drugs missing from the house?
What are you implying by up in age, sir?
Well, I just mean that you, like myself, may need some things for arthritis or back pains or things like that.
Sir,
have any of those things come up?
I am 49 years
recently?
young.
I didn't ask her age, ma'am. I didn't ask her age. I wasn't asking. I just wanted to know if you maybe had prescription pain relief killers and things missing from your house.
No, nothing really missing from the house. It's pretty quiet around here. I don't know. This is so abnormal for the way things usually are around here. No painkillers missing.
We have been wondering about the maybe possible involvement of drugs in this area. We just following up all the leads. Miss Nancy, you wouldn't happen to know of any of the kids that may or may not dabble in any kind of narcotics? That would be.
Narcotics? No, not in this town. We don't have those same big city problems they got in those big city towns.
Ref, can I?
Yeah.
Based on this conversation, can I human her?
Sure, you can totally human this lady.
Like this whole scenario situation.
Yep. I'm fine with that.
Okay. God damn it! 93 over 80. God damn it! All right.
Yeah, normal. She seems pretty relaxed and calm, so
It's
doesn't seem to like she's lying to you or anything. So
the best fucking thing I have, and I keep rolling over it. I keep rolling 90s. God damn it!
All right, we're gonna cut back over to the morgue and then to the coroner's office. Bradley, you open the door.
Yeah.
To the fourth. And it's empty. There's nothing in
Ah.
Damn.
I
I was like, and the suspense.
It's empty. There's nothing in it.
All right, I close all the doors.
There's a little note in it that says, "What the fuck are you looking for?"
Nah, I'm looking for other shit. You know what I'm looking for.
What are you looking for? Drugs. Apparently, that's what you guys are looking for. You come here looking for drugs.
No, I know what I'm.
But that's the cover story, right?
That's the cover story. Yes,
It is the cover story. No, you guys are in.
What
You
I'm
guys
actually
are
looking for.
right in line. Yeah.
I'm also looking for other abnormal deaths.
Yeah, you guys are doing pretty seedy. Yeah. No, there's no other like bodies in there. Yeah. So.
Okay, I go ahead and close
All
everything
right.
up.
So
Lock them.
yeah. So we cut back over to the Allen house. Gentlemen, is there anything else you would need from me? It is getting quite late, and by this
Yes,
point,
ma'am.
it's getting like 7 o'clock. You know.
Yes, man. We don't need mean to take up any more of your time. This sweet tea was delicious, and those biscuits. Oh, I cannot wait for them in the morning.
No. Yes, of course.
Delicious.
I'll make sure to make some special ones just for you two.
Oh, well, thank you so much, man.
Thank you, ma'am.
I really do appreciate it. Quick question, just off topic.
Did you like that strawberry jam?
I
Did
did.
you like the strawberry jam?
I did, but quick question.
Yeah.
How hard is that to get out of a white shirt?
And we look over, you've got strawberry jam on your white shirt.
But not a lot. Just like
Just enough, a little bit.
A dabble.
Oh, that's not hot at all. Just let me see that. And she goes to take your dress shirt, and I've got some club soda in the other room. I can get that right out. And she takes it and starts to take some club soda too, but leaves the room. So, you guys want to talk about anything?
Well, Sherbert, I'm not for certain about what's going on here, but I am for certain that I am uncomfortable sitting here without my shirt on.
Dr. Zwicky, I myself am not entirely comfortable with you without your shirt on, but I'm not sure. I think maybe we should take a trip up to the reservoir and see if we can track Jane down, because if she's disappearing, maybe she's disappearing with the other kids.
I really think that is our next lead. Do you think we should get the maybe the other guys from the corner before we go up there?
Yeah, we should probably pick them up and let them know what we found, and it's been a couple hours. They ought to know what's going on with that body by now.
I would think so.
It's all right, Dr. Zwicky. I don't mind. But no, we should probably pick them up and find out what they've learned with the body, and then we can head up to the reservoir, see if we can maybe track Jane down. But it is getting pretty late.
Yeah, Nancy comes back with your shirt. It's a little bit damp still. I mean, I tried to dry it off, but and you looking like the strawberry jam stain's kind of out of it a little bit. You don't see the stain anymore.
Miss Nancy, you are a delight.
Oh, thank you very much. Officers, or what do I refer to you?
Agent.
As?
Agent is fine.
Agent, doctor. Anything else I can do for you?
No, ma'am. We'll take our leave now and leave you to your home, and a lovely house, by the way. It's just beautiful.
Thank you very much. I try to keep a nice home.
Yes, I'm very impressed. It's very sanitary.
Thank you. When Jane comes round, I'll let her know you showed up.
Yes, ma'am. This is my number. That's to the field office. They'll be able to contact me. They'll have a contact for me, or you can call me over there at Merle Shut Eye, and they should be able to leave at least a message for me there.
All right. Well, have a good evening.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your hospitality.
I need both you guys to roll a luck roll though, real quick.
An
There you
8.
go.
There we go. Finally, something good.
As you're walking out, you see a picture. You don't, Brian, but as Sherbert is walking out, you kind of glance over and she sees a picture on a wall of a young lady, like 18, you would assume, because it's like a graduation picture. like wearing the robes and shit like that. Like hanging on the wall, like as you're walking out the house, like before you go out the front door.
Okay.
And you would presume that is Jane Allen in the picture.
Oh, she's gonna lean down and take a closer look at it.
Okay.
Is Nancy around?
Yeah, Nancy was walking you to the door.
Nancy, is this Jane?
Oh, yes, that's her. That's her.
Oh, I can see the resemblance. She's a lovely girl.
Oh, she is. She gets her looks from her father, though, not me.
Oh no, you're a lovely woman, and I can see she comes by it honest.
Now, she kind of waves her hands like, ah. Well, as I said, have a good evening.
All right. Well, you have a good night too, Miss Nancy.
As you guys are walking to the car, like she's standing there waving at the door.
Wave him back.
She's still waving at the door. You start to get in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Put the key in the ignition. Turn it. You look up. She's still standing there smiling, waving at the door.
It's very weird.
Put it in reverse. She just stops waving. She's still smiling. And then her smile goes away. Then she turns. Walks back in the house.
I know how to count to 30, you fucking dick. Jesus Christ. I knew as soon as you started this, it's like, they're going to say like, hey, the next one's at 15. Hey, what's that? What's 45? Minus 30? It's like, I know what it is, all right? I'm not that bad at math.
Just making sure, Bradley.
Yeah, we're just trying to get everybody on the same page, you know?
I know how to count to 30.
You got your calculator out, didn't you?
No, I didn't. How dare you?
He had his,
Only when I'm
No, I
counting
just
hit
stared at
points.
the clock, counting, sweating.
5, 4, 3.
he was like literally counting.
Sweat dripping.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's like I'm in a sauna.
6, 7, 8.
God, now I feel hot. No, don't do that.
Oh, shit. See, and Brian was right. Comedic gold.
Would have missed all that.